On behalf of my mom, my sisters Tara and Anita, and my brother Philip, and our families, I would like to thank you all for having spared the time to be with us at this Mass. I'd also like to thank Father Varghese and Father Rojan for organizing this Mass for Dad. Thank you, Father. My main memory of Dad is a person who had very fixed views on what was good and what was bad, and was uncompromising in standing up for his strong values. Some of us call it being stubborn and obstinate, but now looking back, I believe that in most instances he was actually right. I think it comes with age. I also think that it's the fact that he traveled around the world quite a lot while he was in the Indian Foreign Service, and enriched his views of the world, and also instilled in him very strong values. I also think, like any child growing up in India, the father creates one of the strongest impressions on the child and molds the future character of the child. And this has definitely been true in my case, and I pretty much think my brothers and sisters and brother as well. I keep surprising myself at times with traits and beliefs that strongly reflect Dad's. Good ones, maybe not so good as well. Ask my wife, she probably knows. A few memories of Dad that really stand out. When we were young, his word was law in our home. And he would not tolerate any kind of opposition or disobedience at all. Even after all of us had grown up and had our own families, we were still pretty nervous in his presence. This was true even last June when I went down when he was sick. Still quite nervous when you're around Dad. I think Anita even now does not call him Daddy. I mean, she used to call him Diddy when she talks to him. And Rishal always asks her, "What do you call him, Diddy? No, Daddy." Is that right, Anita? Dad married quite late in his life. He was 45 when he got married. When he retired, he had 4 children. The eldest, me, 12 years old, and the youngest was 6. I will never forget how he and Mom struggled quite a bit to bring us up. Sorry. Both Dad and Mom took jobs as French teachers in our hometown in India, in a town called Trichy, and to earn income to put us through school and pay us for all essentials. Those days were hard, but I think that's what made us strong as a family and brought us so close together. Dad taught me French in high school, and I still remember how one day when I was talking to a friend in class, he sent me out of class. And I was standing outside and the principal was on his rounds. And he was really surprised when he saw who had sent me out of class. And he rummaged in his pockets and gave me some lollies and told me, "Don't tell Dad I gave you lollies." But I think that's a small instance to show how impartial he was and how strongly he valued the strong values that he had. He also had his bag of pinches that he used to bring when he traveled abroad, when he was in the Foreign Service and came home. Depending upon the reports that Mom gave him, he would give us either blue or red pinches, and the red ones were really hard. Just to dread them. But he also brought us a lot of gifts as well. So we look forward to his coming back with trepidation and with excitement. So, Dad also loved music a lot, mainly Western classical music. Again, I guess a legacy from his foreign travels and his time with the Indian Foreign Service. And I don't think that I would have come to appreciate the great Western classical composers like Mozart, Beethoven, and Verdi unless I'd heard it through Dad's playing that music pretty much continuously at home. Both Dad and Mom ensured that music became a very large part of our lives, and which I think we have tried to pass on to our children as well. And for that, I will always be grateful to him and to Mom. He was the one who started my son on the piano about 5 years ago. And now Michael, my eldest son, he's preparing his grade 5 exam, and he plays piano in the church choir as well. So thank you, Dad, for that. Speaking of music, Dad had one regret, that he was not able to play a musical instrument, but he decided to do something about it. And 10 years old, at the age of 82, he decided to learn to play the piano. He went about it in the same way that he went about most of the things in his life, with single-minded determination. And it was amazing to see how much he progressed, and he was able to read music and play quite competently. In fact, this became one of his most loved pastimes, and whenever he used to travel abroad to visit us here in Australia or my sister in the US, you could be certain that there was one companion that traveled with him, beside my mom, of course, and that was his keyboard, or his Yamaha, as he called it. It was a Yamaha keyboard. Dad was also strongly devoted to Our Lady and would enjoy singing hymns to Our Lady. And his voice was unmistakable. You could make him out in any choir. He sang loud and clear. Even during his last illness, when I went down to India, he would join us in singing Our Lady's hymns. I'm sure that he's now one of the main members of Our Lady's choir in heaven. God bless you, Dad. I could go on and on, but in the end, I would like to thank God for giving us our dad. We would not have wanted any other dad. We are forever grateful to him for having brought us up strongly in the Catholic faith. And I know that he's looking down on us and continuing to look after us. Love you, Dad, until we meet again.